We should find Orochi in the moon cave there. If the history scroll is right, Amaterasu and Kushi will be there too. Look, there's some dude! You know that guy? Get out of here! That's the great Susanoo? And he's on his way to put down Orochi. I know that's what goes down, but I still can't believe he's the one. Yo, dude! Who goes there? Who are you, and what do you want? The name's Kuro. All I need to know is that I came here on a shooting star. This pup here's my partner. He's good at fighting off demons. A demon-fighting pup? Seems to be a trend with dogs these days. In fact, dead ringer for a certain pup I know. So what do you like doing here, dude? The woman I love is gonna be sacrificed to that foul beast Orochi. Fido and the bug already went into the cave. I should be there right now, standing by their side. Right, just like in the scroll. Huh? What's up, dude? You don't see something floating in the water there? Look, it's right there! It's a child! He looks hurt. That kid is the Kuni guy you were talking about? And because nothing can be easy, we got some demons to fight off. Now, I guess talking about what has just happened here. Some people say that it's a bit of a weird thing that he supposedly met Chibi and Kuni on this night, yet it was never mentioned during Okami. Thing is, I can come up with a few reasons for that, I guess, is that, I could say that Susanoo, like he said, you know, he didn't really think much of, a demon-fighting pup. He was just like, I guess it happens to be a trend these days, so he didn't know that it was Ami's child. He didn't really feel any need to bring it up for obvious reasons because of that. And the thing about Kuni is, as you can see, he did not adopt Kuni right away, and some lost child, while he was concerned about it, it was not the prime concern on this night, and it was not really something that he was going to talk about immediately after the events of the fight with Orochi. So, I do think that this does make sense. I've heard some people say that it doesn't match up with Okami too well and that it creates plot holes, but if you think about it that way, I think it does make sense. Granted, there are a few plot holes that happen a bit later, but we'll get into those later. Nice work, pup. I'll bring him to the moon shrine. You two wait out here. Wow, he's not as incompetent as he looks. I'll call on the priest after I've rescued Kushi. Sounds like a plan. Okay, I'm coming for you, Kushi. And look where we are. The Moon Cave 9 months ago, during the events of Okami. So we finally made it. At long last, we are at Orochi's home turf. Really quick though, before we go inside, I did want to show the history scrolls we've been obtaining. This one, ship sinking. Woo-wee! I can't believe Ami dug up a sunken ship with her celestial brush. I wonder what kinds of treasure in there. I can almost smell them. Looks like Isun's gonna be a wealthy man in this adventure. So that's a bit of a hint to what ultimately became of the Goryo we were just on. And I will say, I do like how the story of the Goryo gets told in this one. I really did think it was a mysterious place in Okami, and I really do like it here. A friend to the gods. Hehehe, what's the matter, Ami? You never seen a warrior before? Now that you've been shrunk down a bit, you can see me for what I am. Stick close to me, or it might be you who gets stepped on. And then, Palace Under the Sea. I heard tales of the Dragon Palace. Stuff you wouldn't believe. It's even more incredible than rumors give it credit for. First order of business, however, is to find out about Nine Tails and Oni Island. So, some interesting stuff that gives you a bit of more backstory on Okami, but not really much else for us to do, and holy god, this area looks impressive, but the frame rate is like pushing 5. Look how slow we're moving. Good. Chuggy, chugga, 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 chugga. Okay. Just a demon trying to eke out a living, okay? So, we have an old-fashioned demon merchant right here. Doesn't have any new items that we could not already buy, but if you would like to stock up, of course, always a good idea. I think I will buy another fist sake because I already used a couple of them, so I'll go ahead and grab those. And how about we save really quick? Alright, took care of that. And right over here, we got an area, a small curse zone. Yeah, how many episodes has it been since we've seen one of these? You thought we were done blooming these, didn't you? Well, surprise, circle, drawing, test. That's the greatest test of any Okami player's abilities. Can you draw circles or not? Just a hint, I failed that test many times. Got a bit of a hidden small curse zone over here that actually doesn't appear to be touching the ground because it's up on that pole. I don't know if that's a mistake or... I don't know. Can't really say that. Now, Moon Cave is going to have some missable collectibles, believe it or not. I know, it's kind of lame, but we're back to having missable collectibles. We got an Ami toy right here, which you can get at many other places, so that's not really that important. But there are others coming up. In the meantime, though, we got Susanoo right here. That's where Kushi is, in the Moon Cave. I'm going to rescue her no matter what. And as you recall, there was a barrier here before that could not be broken. Huh? Something is blocking the entrance. Better do something about it, dude, or Kushi's gonna get eaten. Eaten! I won't let it happen, or my name isn't Susanoo the Great! He's apparently not feeling at the top of his game, because I would have preferred the greatest warrior ever, which is what he is! So, it seems that unfortunately, despite Susanoo's message of not needing help from the gods, that he doesn't want to play the puppet, apparently, he did get help from a god getting into the Moon Cave that night, whether he knew it or not. So he's off to go save the love of his life. So, into the Moon Cave we go. And I do have to say, I know I've praised the graphics many times, but holy hell did they do a great job faithfully recreating this area on a DS. Sometimes I will say this, there's times when it rivals the PS2 visuals. I wouldn't quite say that, well, you know what? The view that we got right here in front of us, I'd say is one of those times. They did a fantastic job on it. Now, unfortunately, for Ami, she came just a little bit too late for this tree to fall into place so that we could just walk on over the calcified cavern. I know. Kinda sucks for it to be her. Smells like Akuro. You smell that, boy? Brings back memories, don't it? Forget about smells. You gotta find Susanoo and get to Orochi. Alright. Kind of amazed that they actually animated Chibi picking him back up right there. And right in here, if you recall from Okami, this is the entrance to Orochi's room. Can't get in, so we might as well check out something else. Now, if you see over here, you actually did not get to go to this area during the events of Okami. You did get to go to this area at another point, but not during the fight with Orochi. And because of that, you didn't get to see that there was actually an opening right here that had opened up during the events of this fight against Orochi, excuse me. And, would you know it, we got a required battle right here. Your pet's on a new enemy? Let's see if you're right. I got 10 peanuts writing on new enemy. We do have a new enemy. We have the Fire Beast. This enemy is actually one of 4 different enemies that you can fight in its class. These are kind of mid-bossy type enemies, but as you would guess, they are incredibly broken if you have Whirlwind. You juggle them, they can't do a thing, and at the end of it all, you stun them for a really long time, allowing you to drain about 2/3, if not 3/4 of their health. I'm gonna let him attack right here so you can see what he does, because it's actually quite cool. Yeah, he just runs around the edges of the arena, and he'll just dash like that. Let's see if he'll do it again right here. Whoa! That's another attack he can do. He'll hit you and then combo you in the air with a pillar of fire. This is, suffice to say, one freaking cool enemy! And if you also want to know something a bit interesting, he is actually based, not necessarily on something from mythology, but as you might see, his body type does resemble Ami a bit. He is based on a beta divine instrument that was planned to be in Okami. Originally, they planned for these wheel-like divine instruments that would go... Whoa! I did not see that happening. Let's heal. Because that could have been really bad. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use Wind like I'm supposed to because I think I let him attack a little bit too much there. Okay, there. Jump out of the way of that and finish him off. I believe his weakness is Wind. Come on. Oh, it didn't count when I drew it. That sucked. Okay. So, I will say, I almost paid the price for letting him attack me a few times so you could see what his attacks actually did, because... What do you mean I suck at everything? Okay, it's not like I didn't already know that. Okay, that was a little hard on myself. I'll even admit that. Even not having a very high opinion of myself, I will say that that was kind of harsh on myself. Anyway, though, who goes there? Stay back or I'll call for reinforcements. Hear me? Get back. Bummer, we gotta get to Orochi somehow, and that means figuring out a way to get inside. So, because a whole 2 green imps are in the way of the door, that means we can't progress. Yeah, 2 green imps in the way means we can't progress. That makes a lot of frickin' sense. I know green imps are kind of tough enemies in Okamiden because obviously we're not as powerful as our mother, but come on. Anyway, we got yet another required battle right here, which, let's see if it's a new enemy. That was very annoying. I shouldn't do that again. We have the 3-face top. This enemy can assume the form of a Thunder Ear, a Fire Eye, or an Ice Lips, all in one powerful enemy. You want to know what else is crazy? This enemy has the ability to change what its floral finisher is, at will. Of course, unless it is assuming the form of the Ice Lips, it is extremely overpowered against... Whirlwind is extremely overpowered against it. It's not a particularly dangerous enemy, but like I said, it can change its floral finisher at will. It's Wind if it is assuming the form of the Thunder Ear, it is Water if it is assuming the form of the Fire Eye, and it is Fire if it is assuming the form of the Ice Lips. So we're going to go ahead and use Wind right there, and I failed to do it because it flashed. Great, okay. So that's 2 failed floral finishers in this video. That was like voice cracked. That's 2 consecutive failed brand new floral finishers in this video. I don't feel quite so bad about it after hearing how specific of a title that fail had. So, specific title fails for the win! Right here we have some new creatures, which you're going to want to get. These are indeed, well, I don't know if they actually are quite missable. These are tonsors. Yeah. Tonsils spelled with an R. I'm not joking. They are actually called tonsors. I don't know who at Capcom came up with the idea for this. I don't know if they happen to be a racist. I don't know, but just calling them tonsor is quite possibly the funniest thing I have ever heard. So let's get Vine over there and progress through here. So, as you can see over here, we got a dead end, which contains an imp mask. So we get to draw imp masks one last time. Now, unfortunately, I'm kind of recording this in the middle of the video, so my idea of letting you guys submit drawings that I could do for the imp mask is kind of not doable. So let's draw something. Okay, I don't plan on keeping that, but it does kind of sum up my opinion on something. There's my incredibly pitiful recreation of the game's icon on the main menu. And of course it goes on Kuro's face! I was hoping it'd go on Chibi's face, but no, okay. How about then we put Kuro's face on Chibi's body? Because I was just gonna try to create the logo of that game and then draw something completely different, but because that went on Kuro, I think I'm gonna go with this. I know it's kind of unoriginal because I already drew Kuro's face to go on Kuro before just to be a dork because he was like, hey, make sure it matches my devilishly good looks, but hey. This way, history will not be interrupted because they'll be like, hey, look out for a dog that has the face of a... Or, hey, look out for a boy that has the face of a boy and, you know, he's evil. Don't let him in anywhere. But now, because it's the dog that's wearing the face of the boy, the demons later in history will not suspect a thing, and thus we can still exist. See what I'm doing here? I'm thinking ahead and not messing around in the past too much. I am not disrupting the continuity. I am a temporal genius. Okay, maybe not quite that far. But in all seriousness, now we can head into the moon cave, getting past all 2 green imps that were in our path. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like in Okami how there were just some regular old imps blocking the way too. I know, having trouble with green imps blocking doors, it runs in the family. What are you doing here? Get inside, there's much work to be done. Sorry dude, we just wanted some fresh air. Alright, so, we have now made it inside, or rather we are going to make it inside. The main part of the moon cave. You can see the throne room from the top of this hill. You're out of luck. No one gets to see the throne room. I don't care who you are or how ugly you are. No one gets past. Standing guard all day is the pits. I need a drink. Go over some of Orochi's secret stash, but I'd just fall asleep. This guard is really amazing. The keystone. If we fucking try anything, the whole place will know. Oh boy, we need to think about this. Hope you two are whispering about where to find me some sake. Alright, so if that wasn't a big enough hint, we need to find him some sake so that we can, well, get to the Orochi's throne room, which we'll be doing in the next episode. So next time on Okamiden, we'll be going further into the Moon Cave. See you guys then.